Hello and welcome to more awesome collection space toys. This is Major Matt Mason from the 1960s. If you like, please subscribe and reply and hit that notification bell. We're going to take a closer look at the Gamma Ray Guard. We have the two variations in the packaging. The box that came out separate, second in 1969, and then we have the pack on a blister card, and I have several of them. That's showing the back of one. We'll look at all this closely. And then we have some different Major Matt Masons with some differences I'm going to point out. And then I'll demonstrate how this works. Let's move in and start getting a closer look here. Matt Mason, tons of fun for boys' toys is the space race era of the Mattel toys, one of their biggest toy lines. For boys. This came after their Zero M Spy line and overlapped for the first year of that. And then, of course, Hot Wheels came out in 1968 and overlapped with Matt Mason for a couple of years. And that, of course, went on to be a perennial, where Matt Mason ended in 70-71 with the time of the moon landings. Let's take a closer look here. Got Matt Mason. We'll look at the packages in a second. We'll just look at the figures. We've got them three different figures, and you'll see some of the variations. What this that you see on here is my own edition. This didn't come with it, but I thought these looked cool from an action figure, so I'm using them as a gamma ray deflectors on them. This is the second issue Matt Mason with the blue belt and the red dots. This is the third issue where they got rid of the red dots and went just with the blue. And then this is the fourth where they got rid of the blue belt and just went with black. And the original one, which is even harder to find, looked like this, but it also had silverish white cuffs painted on the boots and the gloves. Very cool. The figures. It's hard to see, but on the back they've got the indication of Mattel, and they're usually always dated 1966 when they started out. Some of these are in better shape than others. Let's take a look at the Gamma Ray Guard. It fires a probe, deflects dangerous solar gamma rays. I have managed to get a loose package. As you can see, it comes in the package. These are all sealed, old store stock, unpunched for the peg hook. And then in the last year, they sold some of the packs again in box, and they had switched over from the Mattel Inc. toy makers to the more familiar just Mattel. And this one's kind of neat because usually it's red and this is the blue. And then this is the packaging here. And then instead of having the instructions on the back, inside of this would be the instructions on printed paper. You can see this is 69 and this is 68. This is still sealed, old store stock, never opened. And in there I have a different one of these. Is a cardboard insert that holds everything in there. Very cool. And you can see here, this swivels all around. Oop, I just shot it out. That was fast. Did we even see it? It went fast, didn't it? You load it in here. It's very ingenious the way they did this. It's got a loading system so you can put multiple of these pieces in it, and it's just like a Mylar, which was something new back then, and it just telescopes in to itself. You put it in the load, and as you turn it, it'll shoot out, so you can have it on the space station. I have it set up on a platform on one of the space stations. Let's see if I can see which way to turn it again, so you can see there it goes. Let me do it one more time so we'll see if we go farther out. It's hard to do one-handed, but this is all I have right now. Let's get that in there. Let's shoot it. Boom. See, so it's harmless, and it's in pretty good shape. Although kids can damage them and twist them around and stuff over time. Here's one that's I got. And you can see it's all crunched and crumpled. You can imagine young kids playing with this, and over time, so it's hard to get these complete or in good shape. So I was lucky to get some in nice shape. And like I said, I have extras. And then even this can get damaged. I had one right out of the package where that broke, but that's rare, because usually this stuff is very well made. You can see how these out of the package have aged and how nice and bright it is. They come with a decal sheet that you have to apply. So there was always a decal, you know, like a stickers that you had to put on. It's neat. It's just got a ball and socket joint, so you can have it, if it's up high, you can have it shooting way down and so forth. Swivel, you can have it facing different ways. And then one of these days I'm going to get the mobile launch vehicle, which was a plastic vehicle like a tank that just rolled along and pulled along by one of the battery driven vehicles that they made for this. And these fit on there, as well as some of the other packs, like the satellite launch pack and the rocket pack and the space probe pack. So this is the Gamma Ray Guard and Matt Mason. I figured I'd do a bigger setup instead of just showing the card. I did that last year. I wanted to show it in action. In the future, I hope to set up more, and if I can get some more of the battery operated vehicles to work, I'll show those. So sometimes those are tricky. As you can imagine, these things are over 50 years old plus. Until next time, more awesome collection. Space Toys, Major Matt Mason. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Thank you.